What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a book for Miss Galera.
Well, in that case, you should read Frontlines by Michael Grant. Frontlines by Michael Grant follows 3 women through an alternate timeline in which women are drafted in World War II. The reason I would recommend Frontlines to someone who wants to read a historical novel is because it follows 3 main protagonists, and I really enjoy this style of writing. Yet another reason you should read Frontlines is because, unlike other war novels, the author is not afraid to show the reader and the characters' trauma and the horrors of war. Another example of this is when Kerwin, one of Rio's friends, dies. Rio is devastated. My last and most important reason to read Frontlines is because of the alternate timeline. The alternate timeline of women being able to be drafted is the driving force in the story for how these women end up together on the front lines. This also goes against the gender norms of the time. One example of this is many times the other male soldiers always complain about how the female soldiers are dragging them down and slowing them down. A very impactful excerpt in the story is when on page 383 it says, "In some way she cannot explain. Kerwin's death makes Rachel's death more real. Until now, death has been an idea, a thing she could examine from a safe distance. It has touched her, but only through loss, not physically, not graphically, not with blood on her hands." I believe this excerpt was impactful because the author highlights really well the brutality of war. The excerpt that is critical in the story is on page 533 when the author writes, "When the war's over, you put all that in a box," says Sergeant Cole. "You go on with whatever else you want to do in life, get married and have lots of babies. But right now, Richland, you're a killer, and killers are what I need, so I'm putting you in and that's it." This excerpt stands out because it highlights how quickly war can turn a normal civilian into a killing machine. Even though Rio is from California, Frangie is from Oklahoma, and Rainey is from New York, and all the reasons are different for joining the military, they come together in the end, and they achieve what they set out to do.